Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm Celeste, your roast host, coming to you not live from here in space and time, somewhere on Earth probably, with the 3 best books of 2024 as determined by our previous video. Without further ado, let's start with our first victim. Weighing in at around 600 pages, the master of mystery, the queen of the creepy, the puzzle piece puzzler, Marisha, plot twist, Pessl with her book, Night Film. We gotta talk about this book, all right, because it is so dark and mysterious. Ain't a reading light in town that can shed a light on it. This book has more dark alleys than your local conspiracy theorists has rabbit holes to go down, for real. Let's talk about our main man, Scott McGrath, some disgraced journalist who tries to uncover the truth behind a creepy filmmaker's daughter's death. But let's be for real, okay? Scott McGrath is really just a crappy dad who should maybe co-host a true crime podcast or something. That should stay deep down in the confines of the internet, okay? I mean, the man's detective work, I swear, is 40% going off a hunch, 40% delegating to 2 people he met 5 minutes ago, and 20% Googling. Let's talk about Stanislas Cordova now, okay? Our filmmaker. I can't tell still if he's actually some creative genius or just like some emo kid with too much money, okay? I mean, either way, he has a weird following that would totally start a cult on Reddit or something. Too much. And speaking of too much, okay, this book is 600 pages, and somehow the 2 most interesting characters that have the biggest impact on this story are a teenage girl who dies on page 1 and a brick mansion. I mean, Marisha Pessl, you are a genius, enigmatic, but I mean, your book had so many red herrings. I couldn't really tell if I was reading a novel, a mystery novel, or like going through J.J. Abrams' research for Lost or something. That was quite confusing, but good for you. Good for you. Let's give it up, everyone, for Night Film by Marisha Pessl. All right, everyone, let's give a warm welcome to our second victim of the day. Let's give it up for the Body Horror Hall of Famer, the maestro of the macabre himself, David. My movies were too creepy for Hollywood, so I wrote a book, Cronenberg, and consumed. Woo! Yeah, if you thought David Cronenberg's filmography was bizarre, you ain't ready for this one. You better buckle up, buckaroo, and put on your tidiest pair of tighty-whities, okay? If you're wondering what the plot is, it is basically Nathan and Naomi are 2 main characters who are photojournalists who try to solve a mystery, which is ultimately solved thanks to an STD. Yeah, basically the plotline only moves forward because of some rare pussy gonorrhea and radioactive booby bullets. Let's talk about Nathan and Naomi here for a sec, because their version of a good workday somehow involves sleeping with their work. Which I guess, I mean, I know some careers are more immersive than others, but like, come on. This book is mainly sleeping around with your work, techie stuff, choosing the right lens, choosing the right camera, forgetting your camera halfway around the planet or something. I mean, seriously, if this book only had solving the mystery and no techie stuff in it, it would basically be a pamphlet. Let's be for real. And let's talk about their relationship. What the heck? I mean, their relationship felt more like reading through a customer service hotline script or something. Oh my gosh, these 2 text each other and that's pretty much it. They text each other and ignore each other, which It's the amount of romance you'd expect from this book, I suppose, until you realize the motive has more romance than the two of them. David Cronenberg, you really are a master at what you do, but honestly, between the STDs and the cannibalism and the techno-fetishism, some of us were over here just trying to read a book, you know, and trying to keep our lunch down or something. This book feels like if friggin' Kafka wrote WebMD. Well, let's just leave it at all is fair in sex and French philosophy. Let's give it up for Consumed, everybody. Woo! And now, from the bedazzled trenches of 1960s Hollywood, let's welcome Jacqueline, more drama than Dynasty, Susann, with her novel, Valley of the Dolls. This book truly answers the question, what would happen if ambition, heartbreak, and pharmaceuticals had one big orgy? Let's bring in our three main ladies, okay? Anne, Jennifer, and Neely, or as I like to call them, Miss Bland, Miss Tragic, and Miss Big Time Backstabber, okay? Let's call it what it is. Anne, your personality is so bland. Your best character trait is that you're not a terrible person. Jennifer, you're like the most interesting character with the most interesting plotline, but somehow you're the most forgettable. What happened, girl? And Neely, oh my gosh, Neely, grab your dictionary and look up the definition of train wreck, and you will find a picture of Neely O'Hara, okay? Speaking of characters, let's talk about Lion Burke. Goodness, what is up with that man? Does he spray his business cards with pheromones or something? I mean, I seriously hope the man has 3 dicks or something, because why else would every single woman in this book want to throw their life in the air just to like smoke a cigarette and have a one-night stand or something, possibly with him? Yeah, the only more attractive thing to these women than Lion Burke at this point is the dolls, pills, druggers, you know. Jacqueline Susann didn't really just write about addiction. I mean, she stuck a freaking mink coat on it and slapped lipstick. Okay, talk about putting lipstick on a pig. Because, you know, who needs emotional stability when you can just pop a few and call it chasing your dreams? Right? I mean, this book sure walked so that TV reality shows could run today, okay? Let's call it what it is. Jacqueline Susann, you wrote a wonderful book. It is chaotic, it is campy, it is true to real life, kind of creepily, but you know, all classics are, you know what I mean? Yes, I am awarding this book the status of classic in my books if it wasn't already. All right, everyone, let's give a warm round of applause for Valley of the Dolls and Jacqueline Susann. And let's give a second round of applause for all 3 of our victims of the day. Thank you, everyone, for sticking for this roast. I hope you enjoyed it. Roast your favorite book in the comments. Roast me if you want. I don't care. Do it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.